Are you a woman over 40? Are you ready for a retreat? Are you looking for some tools to simplify your life moving forward? Then come join me and a beautiful circle of women in Costa Rica. We will be there March 1st through 5th. 2023, and I would love to have you with us. We've got one spot left, so if you are interested, go to michellefox.com/retreat for all of the juicy details. And if by the time you are listening to this and we are sold out, please hit the waitlist button and we can chat. Welcome to Healthy, Sexy Nutrition with me, Michelle Fox, culinary nutritionist, health coach, and your host for this podcast. I teach busy professionals how to get more nutrition in their bodies and how to have more fun in their home kitchens. If you struggle with consistency, or sometimes forget to make your needs a priority, or you avoid planning your meals, you, my friend, are in the right place. Join me each week for inspiration to increase your energy, discover new recipes, manage your hormonal woes, and so much more. You are a busy professional, but that does not mean your nutrition should suffer. You deserve to live in a body and have a life that you love. So let's dig in. I have a testimony to share with you. Back in July of this year, July 2022, I had an all-out 2-year-old temper tantrum on the floor in the middle of my office because I said, Lord, this is too much on my plate. It's too much to handle. I've been working literally from 5 a.m. to about 10:30 p.m. every single day for most of this year, and I am tired. I don't want to do this. I feel like I traded, as some people call it, the 8 to 5 for the 24/7. I had no idea that building a business would take this much time, this much effort, this much heart. Oh my gosh. Like I signed up, I thought eyes wide open, ears wide open, ready to roll. And then when I got into it, yes, there have been so many amazing highs. There's been beautiful group coaching sessions where I've met new people. I've helped some of my friends heal some issues that they've been having for years. So that's been probably the most beautiful piece of this journey. But then the real lows of, again, just feeling tired, like I'm doing all the right things. I'm exercising. I am eating well. I'm following my own medicine. And yet it was just too much. And so I will share with you in July, I said, that's it. I'm done. I don't want to do this anymore. And I laid there and I got quiet. And I won't say that I was asking for a sign. I know I didn't use that language, but I just knew that I was getting quiet and letting the universe speak to me. Because I said, the way Michelle's doing this, it's not working. God, I need you to show me the way. The very next day, and I'm not even exaggerating, the very next day, Chef Lisa Givens calls and she says, hey, she introduced herself because we hadn't met before. And then she's like, the Deltas called me. For my friends who don't know, that's a amazing, beautiful sorority. Delta Sigma Thetas called her and asked if she could help them with a health challenge for their group. And she's like, this doesn't quite seem like my wheelhouse, but I've been watching somebody on Facebook that I think she could handle this. Of course, that's me. And so when she mentioned that, I raised my hand immediately and I said, yes, please. How can we work together? And so over the next few weeks after that, Chef Lisa, Dwana, with the Deltas started talking, hashing things out. We came up with a plan. I sent a proposal for 50 people, except that at the time there were, I believe, 30 people that had raised their hand and said, yes, I'd like to do a challenge next month. So I did my proposal for 50 people, and they said, great, it might take us a little while to find more people, but let's do this. Let me tell you, the power of working in community, the power of not going it alone, and I'm actually giving you the shortened version, is before we knew it, there were over 120 people signed up. Now that we're at the end of the challenge, 130 people participated in this program, and my heart could not be more happy. This was the exact boost to my confidence I needed. It was a boost from God to let me know, yes, Michelle, you're on the right path. You just needed to take a nap. How about that? So hopefully at this point you've seen my work out there. I am more committed than ever to continue to teach the good word of culinary nutrition. So I just offered that story to you to let you know that perhaps if you're feeling down, if you're feeling maybe a little hard on yourself right now, like maybe it's just time to take a nap. And of course, that's me being slightly facetious. Like I do absolutely believe in naps, but it's also an invitation to take some time to meditate and just get really quiet with yourself, to ask yourself, like, what is my next best step? Maybe it's as small as making a smoothie to get those nutrients in. Maybe it's as big as leaving your spouse. I had a girlfriend who did that during this past 30 days, and I have never seen her look more radiant. And of course, there's room for everything in between. I am just inviting you to be curious, to first get quiet with yourself, and then second, to get curious about what truly is serving your highest and your best. This is also a testimonial to encourage my fellow entrepreneurs to continue to show up because you just never know who's watching. If I hadn't been posting daily on Facebook, Chef Lisa would have had no idea that I do the kind of work that I do. So I know I said entrepreneurs because I have a heart for entrepreneurs because that has been my journey these past few years. However, I am truly talking to anyone who's listening. Continue to show up in the ways that you know how to show up because, again, you just never know whose life you might be touching. This is also a testimony to leaning on a higher power because, as I was saying, leaning on Michelle's way was not working, including the highest number of participants I've had in previous groups that I did the marketing for was 21. That was my biggest group. And I thought that was amazing. I actually still think that's amazing that I'm able to work with as many souls and beautiful humans as I have. However, when you look at the number that I manifested, 21, plus the number I co-created with God, 130, let's lean on the universe's power. How about that? I'm raising my hand. I hope you are there with me. I just want to show up and be the example to show that surrendering into spirit is probably going to yield you better results and in the end help you feel better all around. All right, that is it for now. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you for being in my community. Thank you for all the love and support you've sent my way. And please know I am sending big hugs, big love to wrap all around you. All right, we'll talk soon. Thanks so much for listening to Healthy, Sexy Nutrition. Have you been driving, doing laundry, or walking around the neighborhood? Sweet! I've got show notes for you at michellefox.com/podcast. Click over there when you are ready. I will let you know that on the page you will find resources to support what you just learned on today's show. And of course, you can grab some health supportive freebies as well. If you enjoyed this episode, I would be so honored if you would leave a review on whichever podcast platform you are listening on. It will help me with my mission to build healthier communities, one person at a time. Big love from your favorite culinary nutritionist and health coach. And until next week, keep showing up for yourself and know that you and your health matter. You deserve to live in a body and have a life that you love.